Have you ever woken up feeling like you just ran a marathon in your sleep? Like you're exhausted from working 3 shifts back to back, but all you actually did was lie in bed worrying about tomorrow's deadline? If your answer is yes, then welcome to the "My nervous system is screaming for help, but I have no idea what to do" club. And here's the good news. Today, I'm sharing 7 habits so small you'll think, "Is this for real?" but powerful enough to completely transform how your nervous system operates. First things first, we need to understand something. Your nervous system isn't some abstract thing scientists talk about in textbooks. It's the control center for your emotions, your energy, and your ability to deal with life. When it's functioning well, you feel alert, motivated, ready to conquer the world. But when it's overloaded, you fall into what experts call dysregulation. Or in plain English, you're basically frozen, not knowing what the heck you're doing anymore. And unfortunately, modern life with its stacked deadlines, endless phone notifications, and pressure to be productive 24/7 is turning our nervous systems into ticking time bombs. The first habit sounds ridiculous, but I swear it works. Belly breathing for 2 minutes every morning. Not that shallow breathing you do just to stay alive, but deep breathing where your belly expands like a balloon. Why? Because when you breathe shallow, your body thinks you're being chased by a tiger, so it activates fight or flight mode. But when you breathe deep into your belly, you're sending a signal to your brain that says, "Yo, everything's cool, there's no tiger, we're safe." Sounds funny, but your brain actually believes it. Just 2 minutes. No expensive app needed, no guru required. Just you, your breath, and a little patience. Second habit. Get natural light exposure within the first 10-15 minutes after waking up. I know. You're thinking, wait, why light? Listen, your nervous system is regulated by your circadian rhythm, and morning light is the most natural way to reset that biological clock. When your eyes get exposed to daylight, your brain releases cortisol at the right time, helping you feel alert and energized, instead of that foggy feeling all day long. And no, light from your phone screen doesn't count. You need real light, from the sun, even if it's cloudy. Step onto your balcony, open a window, or just walk around your house. As long as you're giving your eyes breakfast with natural light, bonus points. It also helps you sleep better at night because your body will know day is day and night is night. Third habit sounds like a joke, but I'm dead serious. Sing or hum in the shower. Why? Because when you sing, you activate your vagus nerve, the longest nerve in your body, running from your brain down to your gut, and it's basically the off switch for stress mode. When the vagus nerve is activated, your body shifts from fight or flight to rest and digest. You don't need to be a good singer. Just creating vibration in your throat is enough. Sing in the shower, hum while doing dishes, or even just let out a loud sound when no one's listening. As long as you're making that magical nerve vibrate, and let's be honest, who doesn't love belting out random tunes in the bathroom anyway? Now we're getting to the slightly weird part. Habit number 4 is massaging the rim of your ears. Yes, your ears. The outer rim of your ears contains tons of pressure points that connect directly to your parasympathetic nervous system, the system that helps you relax. When you gently massage the ear rim from top to bottom for about 1 to 2 minutes, you're activating your body's natural relaxation response. You can do this while waiting at a red light, during a boring meeting, or when you feel yourself starting to stress out. Nobody notices, and even if they do, you can just say you're adjusting your earring. Simple, effective, and completely free. Fifth habit. Move your body in unstructured ways. I'm not talking about hitting the gym or running a marathon. I'm talking about stretching, shaking your arms and legs, bouncing in place like a restless kid. When you're stressed, energy gets stuck in your body. Free, unstructured movements help release that energy. You know what animals do when they escape danger. They shake themselves off, like they're erasing the stress experience from their bodies. Humans need to do that too, but we've been taught to sit still, stand straight, stay in control. So give yourself permission to shake it out a little. Stand up, roll your neck, swing your arms, do a little dance. Your nervous system will thank you. 6th habit. Create a clear end of workday ritual. Sounds simple, but most of us don't do this. We close our laptops and immediately jump on social media, or keep checking emails until 10 p.m. Your brain doesn't know when you're done with work, so it stays in combat-ready mode constantly. Create something to mark the boundary. Maybe washing your hands really thoroughly and saying, "Today is done." Maybe lighting a candle with a specific scent, or simply changing into different clothes. Anything that helps your brain recognize, "Okay, we're not working anymore. This is rest time now." Clear boundaries help your nervous system know when to turn on and when to turn off. And finally, the 7th habit I want to emphasize most. Spend 5 minutes every day doing something completely useless. Sounds counterintuitive, but this is actually the most important one. We live in a society obsessed with productivity. Everything has to have a purpose, has to be optimized, has to add value. But your nervous system needs moments that serve absolutely no purpose. Sitting by the window doing nothing, petting your cat, doodling without trying to make it pretty, or simply lying on the floor. No podcast, no phone scrolling, no optimizing your time, just existing. In those useless moments, your nervous system actually gets a chance to recover. It's like letting your computer rest instead of forcing it to run 20 tabs at once. Now, you might be thinking, this sounds great, but can these tiny habits really make a difference? And I get it, because we're used to believing that big changes require big actions. But the truth is, your nervous system doesn't work that way. It doesn't need major shocks or radical transformations. It needs stability, repetition, small but consistent signals that say, "You're safe, you're cared for, you can rest." Each small habit is a reminder like that. And when you do enough of them, they add up to a change you can actually feel, not overnight, but after a few weeks, a few months. You'll notice you're less exhausted, less stressed, have more energy for the things you actually care about. The most important thing to remember is, you don't need to do all 7 of these habits right away. Pick one, the easiest one, the one you think you can actually do. Do it for a week. Then add another one. Take it slow. Your nervous system doesn't need a revolution. It needs gentleness, patience. And maybe, just maybe, the answer to your exhaustion and lack of motivation isn't in doing more, but in taking care of the foundation, the nervous system that's been carrying everything. So the question now isn't, how can I do more? But how can my nervous system feel safe enough for me to live better? And now that you know these 7 habits, how are you going to answer that question?